Imagine this. A phone so insanely thin it makes your old flagship feel like a brick. Yet it packs a massive battery that laughs in the face of those ultra-slim rivals that die by lunchtime. We're talking game-changing slim design without the usual sacrifices. This is the Motorola Edge 70, and honestly, it's one of the most refreshing phones I've picked up in ages. Alright, let's dive right in. First off, the design, man, this is where Motorola absolutely crushes it. At just 6 millimeters thick. Yeah, you heard that right. Thinner than most USB-C cables. This thing is a feather at 159 grams. It feels almost unreal in your hand. I remember switching from my previous phone, which was chunky and heavy, and picking this up the first time. It was like, whoa, is this even real? It sits so comfortably. No fatigue even after hours of scrolling or gaming. The build is premium without trying too hard. That slightly curved aluminum frame flows into this textured vegan leather back. Super grippy, fingerprint resistant, and it just looks classy. The camera island, gently sloped, no weird protrusion like on so many phones these days. It's thoughtful, power and volume buttons on the right, and that dedicated AI key up top on the left. Though, full disclosure, it's still not remappable, which is a missed opportunity. Colors are Pantone certified, which always add that extra vibe. I had the bronze green version. This rich, sophisticated greenish bronze tone with copper accents around the cameras. It's subtle but stunning. Other options like Gadget Gray, Lily Pad, and Cloud Dancer are all gorgeous. In the box, phone, USB-C cable, a clear magnetic case that's MagSafe compatible, nice touch for wireless charging, and the usual paperwork. No charger, though, so grab a 68 watts one if you want those blazing speeds. Now, the display, 6.7-inch flat OLED, 120Hz refresh. Flat screens are back in style, and thank goodness, no more accidental touches on those extreme curves from older edges. It's bright, hitting nearly 1,500 in its peak. Vivid colors right out of the box, solid calibration. You can tweak the temperature if you want cooler or warmer tones. Under-display fingerprint is quick and reliable, optical, not ultrasonic, but it gets the job done. Face unlock works great too. Battery life? This is a real win. For 1,800 milliamp hours in a 6 millimeters body, that's basically flagship territory. Motorola didn't skimp here like some thin phone makers do. In real use, I was easily getting a full day plus. Web browsing tests hit over 21 hours at 200 nits. Video streaming around 10 hours. Even gaming held up for 10 hours. Insane for something this slim. Charging? 68 watts wired gets you to full in about 41 minutes with the right charger. 15 watts wireless too, and that included case makes any MagSafe puck snap on perfectly. Performance: Snapdragon 7 Gen 4 mid-range king. Benchmarks: Geekbench single core around 1,328, multi 4,042. Not flagship numbers, but in daily life, snappy as hell. Browsing, socials, streaming, light gaming, no lag, no stutters. For heavier stuff like competitive games, it might throttle a bit, but for most people, totally fine. 12 gigabytes RAM standard, expandable virtually up to another 12 gigabytes, and storage options 256 or 512 gigabytes UFS 3.1, solid, though not the fastest. Cameras: dual rear setup, 50 megapixel main, 1 per 1.5 6-inch sensor, f per 1.8, and 50 megapixel ultra wide. Looks like a quad module, but 2 are dummies, 1 for flash, 1 fake. Kinda weird, but whatever. Main shots, decent detail, sharp, pleasing colors. Dynamic range would be better. Shadows lose some info, highlights clip sometimes. 2x in sensor zoom is clean. Ultra wide is solid for price. Selfies at 50 megapixel are sharp. Video, stabilization isn't the best, jittery with movement. And dynamic range struggles. Not bad, but don't expect flagship video magic. A telephoto would have been killer here. Software: ships with Android 16, my UX super close to stock pixel, clean, gestures like chop for flashlight are still there. Full theme support, nice customization. But bloatware, Pre-installed games and junk. Why Motorola? Just why. You can uninstall, but come on. 4 years OS updates. 6 years security, respectable. AI stuff. That key triggers perplexity-powered tools. Screen summaries. Audio recording and notes. Notification digests Copilot Vision. Cool in theory, but I barely use them. Gemini and Circle to search cover everything I need anyway. The non-remappable key feels like wasted potential. Audio. Dual speakers, Dolby Atmos, spatial audio. Loud and clear, but bass is weak. Fine for videos and calls. Music lovers might want headphones. Haptics? Meh. Tinny, not crisp. So, value in 2026? This launched around $400 to $500, equivalent globally. But let's talk real numbers since it's mostly international. In 2026, the Motorola Edge 70 delivers killer value as a slim phone, especially for US viewers shopping globally. While it's not officially sold in the US, unlocked imports typically run $370 to $450, sometimes up to $500 plus with fees or taxes via sites like Amazon Global, eBay, or specialty retailers. That's roughly half the price of comparable ultra-slim flagships like the iPhone Air or Galaxy S25 Edge, which start at $800 plus. For that money, you get premium thin design at just 6mm, exceptional 4,800 mAh battery life that outlasts many rivals, a bright, vivid display, and solid everyday performance, making it one of the smartest ways to score that sleek, long-lasting thin phone experience without breaking the bank. Bottom line, is the Motorola Edge 70 still a good buy in 2026? Absolutely, if you crave that slim, premium feel without compromises on battery or basics. It nails what thin phones should be. Sleek, long-lasting, enjoyable daily driver. Downsides? No telephoto, some software quirks, mid-range performance caps heavy gaming, and that bloat. But for most people, this is a winner. If you're chasing the absolute best cameras or raw power, look at Pixel's, Samsung's, or even Motorola's own higher-end edges. But if thin done right is your jam, and you can get it at those deal prices, grab it. You won't regret the FOMO relief. What do you think? Would you go for a slim phone like this, or stick with thicker battery beasts? Drop your thoughts below. Smash that like if this helped. Subscribe for more Real Talk reviews. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.